A shocking incident in Mexico City has sent ripples across the country. President Claudia Sheinbaum has filed legal charges against a man accused of groping her during a public event on Tuesday. The disturbing event unfolded when President Sheinbaum was greeting supporters in Mexico City's central Zocalo neighborhood. In viral footage circulating online, a man can be seen breaking through the crowd, approaching Sheinbaum, and appearing to touch her chest before attempting to kiss her. The video shows bystanders watching in shock as one of Sheinbaum's top aides, Juan Jose Ramirez Mendoza, quickly stepped in to push the man away and shield the president. According to Mexico City Mayor Clara Brugada, the man was arrested overnight and is currently in custody at the Sex Crimes Investigation Unit. Authorities say the suspect appeared to be under the influence of alcohol at the time. President Sheinbaum, Mexico's first female president, addressed the incident publicly on Wednesday, saying her decision to take legal action was deeply personal.
I experienced this episode of harassment. At that moment, I was talking to other people and didn't realize what was happening immediately. Juan Jose, who coordinates the entire support team, came over and moved him away. It was only after I saw the videos that I understood what had really happened because I was speaking with many people. Yes, I obviously felt this person's closeness. He was, I repeat, completely drunk. I don't know if he was also on drugs, but I decided to file a complaint because this is something I experience as a woman, and it's something women in our country go through. And my reflection is, if I don't file a complaint, even though this is a crime, then what position does that leave all Mexican women in? If they do this to the president, then what will happen to all the young women in our country? So it's with the Attorney General's office in Mexico City because this is a local jurisdiction crime. I filed a complaint. It turns out this person later went on to harass other women right there, on that same street. So this person is now under arrest. And first of all, this is something that should never happen in our country. And I'm not saying this as a president, but as a woman and in representation of Mexican women. It should never happen. And no, I repeat, this is not about being the president. Although if this happens to a president walking down the street, then what happens to other young women? So, we cannot let it go as if it were nothing. So yes, I filed the complaint. It's a written petition submitted to the Attorney General of Mexico City, and I will meet with her to sign it formally before the public prosecutor, without privileges, because we cannot let this pass. This is about women's dignity and the recognition of our rights. We published a women's rights guide, and this is related to that. It's a matter of defending all Mexican women, especially young women who often experience this on the streets of Mexico City and in other cities and places across our country.
It's a lack of respect. It happens simply because one is a woman. And well, also to any man, but even more so because of the position the president represents. Even more serious, to me, it seems even more serious that in the subway or in any place, a woman can be harassed, because it happened to me once as a teenager, and it's horrible, it's horrible. But back then, everyone stayed quiet, nobody said anything, and you hid it because you were embarrassed.
It's something very common, and I think it should stop being normalized. We need to report that this is not okay. It's not okay for someone to touch us and that they feel that just because we're walking on the street they can touch our bodies. That's not okay.